You know, there's a song that goes like, I must be crazy, something like that. It's a weird song. But I must be crazy is a thought that crosses most of our minds every now and then. It crosses my mind sometimes. When I think that I must be crazy, it's because I spend so much time talking about something that does not exist, and I try to talk loud enough so you can hear it about the possibilities of it existing. And I try to make it sound, like I know you want it to sound. And it's much better than that. But I give it the best I can. And that is for needs that you might have, and all of you, all of the people in this country, all of the people anywhere on earth, your needs. I talk about, you know what you need. You need food and clothing. And then there's so many other things that you need that I don't have anything, no knowledge of, but you do. Then there are things that you want, and you know how that goes. And then there are things that you desire. Some of these things, you probably think that they could never happen, and based upon the way we live in this world, wherever we are, probably won't unless something happens that bring about the kind of change that would allow it to happen. And that's something that's primary for me. This is something that I want so dearly to witness, experience for human beings everywhere. I've lived in the times where people get upset with one another. They angry, they fight, they gang bang, they mob deal, they got the wars, they got killings, they got robbery, they got murder, they got lying and cheating, they got hating, they got they got all that stuff. And all of that stuff is a result of not knowing how to live. All of these efforts that I just got through mentioning is about people who commit these acts in an attempt to acquire some measure of the kind of life that I be talking to you about all the time. And it's going against each other, dog eat dog, all that kind of stuff. When it's a simple matter, there's a way. See, what you have done, ladies and gentlemen, is that you are responding to your training. Now, I've got to tell you this. Wherever you come from, because not a lot of you are not from here, but wherever you come from, you were trained, and you were trained by men, and men have no idea of God's way of love. They know nothing about that. Know nothing about it. And so they come up with their own thing. And from their own thing, you get something that you might say is good, all the way to the worst stuff you can get. Now, you can not only imagine it, there are people who experience that stuff every day. And it's the result of people following after men, following after white men, following after black men, following after Americans, following after others, following after weak men, following after killer men. Just following whatever gets you. But nobody follows God. And you say, well, what is God? God is that which is for everybody. Without all of the stuff that I mentioned, is not necessary. And all of those things that you hope for, dream for, are set there at your hands. Simple thing. The equation is very simple. The resources are here. On the earth, above the earth, in the earth, some seen, some unseen. You, the people, are the ones that benefit from any and everything that exists if you desire, want, or need. And you, the people, are the ones that engage yourself in the process of making sure that these things do exist. And the trick is to do what you love, do what gives you your greatest joy. Ooh, I keep saying it all the time. And it's like you can't stop. And everybody involved in the process using the resources that's given by the divine for the purpose of meeting the needs of all the people, we cannot lose. And it makes me feel so bad when I think about somebody like Donald Trump or all of those people that DeSantis, all of those people that have come along and trying to join hands with Donald Trump. Some people call him licking his boots. I think about how all of those people have fallen for this crap, fallen for this hatred stuff. People who would really take your life just because you won't do what they want you to do. I mean, and these people, people, millions of Americans, millions of Americans, and we spent all of my life, probably, and all of your life, creating this stuff. This is what we are about, ladies and gentlemen. This is us. We cannot deny this. This is us. And I'm here saying, I want to change. I want to change, which means we got to change the system. Somebody say, well, the Constitution, yeah. The Constitution might be absolutely fantastic, magnificent. But the way things are right now, the Constitution has really served its purpose. It is time, just like we have moved to artificial intelligence, it is time we change from where our mindset used to be and take our mindset where it needs to be. And that is getting rid of anything that would cause pain and suffering amongst us. I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, when we utilize the resources the way I just described it to you, nothing costs money. You don't need money from anybody. You don't need to go into loan or debt. You don't have to feel bad about anybody because you are somebody. You're special and you're needed and you wanted, and people appreciate you and you're glad to give because the whole world seems to be yours. Every last one of you see the whole world as yours. And it's so big that it's just overflowing for everybody. Come on, that's the kind of God I know. And that's, if I were going to say something about Jesus, that is what I would say about Jesus. Now, why would I say that about Jesus? Because that's what I say about myself. Now, I don't know how good Jesus is, how good Jesus ain't, or if he is, but this is me. I see this. I know this will happen. I want it to happen. I want it to happen so bad I spent 40 years trying to do it. And trying to wake you up, trying to hook you up to it. And for all these 40 years, you haven't seen a thing. That's why the question crossed my mind sometimes. Are you crazy? Well, I might be, but it's a good crazy thing. Who knows? One day, you might wake up. At least somebody's counting on it. I'm going to let you go now. Take care. Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now. Bye-bye.